I'll start with a quick review for this book, The Great Mental Models. I was like I really like the author. I sometimes listening to his podcast. He has a good podcast. But I felt like this book was obviously it's not his ideas, but it was just like very known ideas, some of them, and the rest it's not very well packed. I think he tried to make the book very short, very concise, but by doing that, the book is just not fun to read for whatever reason. It's just not flowing well. So it was kind of like, what's going on most of the time? It's not that it's out to understand necessarily, it's just like, what's your point? And the point is not very well made and not very well written. So I'm going to give this book 2 out of 5, unfortunately, even though I like the author. It was hard. Let's see, I haven't had too much notes either about whatever I had. Let's see. When we are in the system, we don't see the system. So it's hard to see the system when we are in it. Starting with the end of the problem could be a good way to start solving it. Asking what if X was true is the right way to start. Sometimes we don't know what to do is starting with the end of the problem. Let's assume that is the case. So often asking what if X was true, what else has to be true? So that's the right way to start solving this problem. Good idea. I like this idea. The most simple solution is usually the right one. So there's this law. The most simple solution is usually the right one. Similar to intent. The less intent, the more probable. So people usually don't have bad intent. So the less bad intent, the more likely it to be true. Similar to the most simple solution usually is true. So we should think that people don't have necessarily bad intention. Sometimes it's a mistake, or they try to do something else and shit went wrong in other ways. In general, I remember another thing about this book, that he gives a lot of history about who wrote that whatever, which is like, I don't care. So it was like it's a short book. It's a very short book. So why adding like 20% history? So that is for the notes. Unfortunately, it's a 2 out of 5. I hope maybe his next book would be better. I think sometimes trying to be too short is also not good. So you have to find a balance between short and not being too concise. I mean, if you are being concise, try to be more elaborate a little more when needed and not when not. Thank you.